What's going on, everybody? It is I, Bad Billy from Twin Falls, Idaho, host of Outlaw Radio. And yeah, I'm not in the studio. I'm actually in the living room right now using the laptop and the headset, as you can see. But I just I just felt like doing it this way. I really didn't want to mess with the studio right now. Anyway, let's get to it. Don't forget to visit my website, outlawradioabs.com. As you can see in the corner here. Yes. And don't forget to visit the Outlaw Radio store. And, you'll click on all the banners there. I've gone over it before, but just the one, I'm only going to plug one of them right now that I'm affiliated with, and that is We the People Holsters. Yes, defend the second. Yes, indeed. Um, just because somebody thinks it's against the terms and service of YouTube to do this, I'm just going to do this again anyway, because I know it's not against terms of service, but yes, this is what I got from We the People Holsters. This is an inside the waistband concealed carry leather holster. Inside, I keep a Glock 48. Yes, indeed. So yeah, visit my website outlawradioabs.com and visit the store section for that. By the way, if you're wondering who the pictures are I have behind me here, that's my grandson. Yeah, he's going to be turning 6 years old come up this next October. Yes, indeed. So, Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe. I have pissed you off so much. You have made multiple videos about me. Oh my goodness. You are so fucking mad. And you're even posing threats that just comical.
Good boy. I'm amazed you're not a better loser. After all the experience you've had.
I just want you to know, JR, I'm gonna nail you.
Now, haven't you noticed? You gotta be a man to play in my league.
Had to do that. Yes, this is the first time I'm trying that while doing a video. But, some of the things Joe has talked about and what is just really comical. What is really comical about a lot of his videos is if it's not a bunch of racist humor he's going to use. It's he's talking about dicks and cocks and all kinds of gay shit. So yeah, the last video I posted here on YouTube, I decided to compile some of that with a mix with a little porn music, and that was the results speak for themselves. So anyway, getting into it. Um, One of your videos, you've made so many videos that I can't even address all of them. But you're holding what you call a flag. Let's bring up a picture of this and show everybody. Yeah. So you call that an American flag. Now, I will give you credit. That's American colors, but this, my friend, now look at this. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, got it upside down. There you go. That is an American flag. And, I always respect the flag. It doesn't matter if I got it at a dollar store or whatever. Always respect the flag. But there's something even more special about this one. Is it was given to me by a Vietnam veteran, somebody who's actually served this country. Yes, now, did he fight in the right war? Absolutely not. It was a war we had no business in, but nonetheless, he still served this country. And I will always respect that. So, but let's bring up the video here because you had a few different things you had to say. And yes, you'll be able to hear the audio. Here we go. Yeah, got the video playing. Joe has not spoken yet.
You know what this is, right? It's our flag.
Actually, I have the flag, Joe.
It's our flag. Let me tell you who that penis head, mentally retarded, redneck cocksucker piece of shit who has sex with farm animals. I'm talking about Billy Painter.
Oh yeah, always on farm
Billy
animals
Painter
too.
is a communist, leftist, Marxist. He's a lot of things, and that too. And a fascist. The kind of people Billy Painter are, they want to control people like me. They want to control real Americans.
Okay, let's rewind a little bit here and listen to
They want to
what
violate leftists who that penis head, mentally retarded, redneck cocksucker piece of shit who has sex with farm animals. I'm talking about Billy Painter. Billy Painter is a communist, leftist, Marxist.
All right, so you're the first one to ever call me a communist. Joe, we had this discussion before at one time, when we actually got along, which was a very brief period of time, mind you, but we actually got along and we talked a little bit of politics, and you're calling me a communist. Oh my God! You know what? I can actually do something else. I'm going to bring up my voting record. I don't have it put into OBS, but that's no problem because I actually have that prepared in a file and ready. Yeah. So give me just a second here, and you will see every presidential candidate I ever voted for. Yes. Let's see. Here we go. All right. I've been eligible to vote since the year 1992. This is every single presidential election that I have voted in. You'll see the years, and you'll see the candidates that I voted for. So in 1992, just shortly after I turned 18, I voted for Ross Perot. Now in 1996, I knew I was basically throwing my vote away after when Ross Perot was running again, because I knew he had no fucking chance of winning. But he made such an impression of me 4 years earlier that I felt like I wanted to vote for him again. I wasn't very confident in Bob Dole, and I really didn't care too much for Bill Clinton. So come 2000, I voted for a globalist. 2004, I voted for another globalist. 2008, I voted for somebody who's been caught talking with George Soros. 2012, once again, another George Soros payoff right there. So, but no, I did not vote for Clinton. I did not vote for Obama. And I did not vote for Joe Biden. You can clearly see who I voted for in 2016 and 2020. Where, in fact, Ross Perot and Donald Trump, I feel like, are the only ones really worth a shit that I actually voted for. But come on, JoJo. Ross Perot was an independent candidate who later turned Republican. The rest are Republican candidates. So, yeah, you can see who I voted for. So put that to rest, okay? Looking at my voting record and then you calling me a communist just shows you once again how fucking stupid you are. For real. Yes. So now if you're calling me a communist because I got your ass kicked off of Live 365, well, I told my friend Chris Wyatt all about it. Chris Wyatt, he's an awesome dude. So, yes, actually, retired Colonel Chris Wyatt. He spent the majority of his life in the military. And I told him all about it. In fact, just because I feel like it, why don't you take a listen to how a real show is actually run here? And this is when Colonel Chris Wyatt hosted my good friend Mike Miller, who's running for state legislature.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Dub Actor. This is Chris once again. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Chris Wyatt Africa. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you join us today for this live broadcast, continuing the tradition we began in advance of the 2020 choosing. You know, that thing that some people call an election, but was actually choosing. In advance of the 2020 choosing, we started interviewing congressional candidates from across the country, including Dasha Pruitt right here in Pennsylvania, Earl Weber in Los Angeles, conservatives. I opened the door up to the leftists, but they refused cogent conversation, so I didn't really get any of those. But it is election season once again, folks. The primaries are coming up in just a few months across the country in the 50 individual states and 4 territories, and candidates have already filed to run for office for political parties, and we shall see what's happening. Of course, here in Pennsylvania, it's a crazy, crazy world. We have a carpetbagger from New Jersey, Dr. Oz, coming in trying to run for the Senate, and it just gets crazier from there. But welcome back to the program, folks. Today I have a candidate from Idaho, for the Idaho legislature. Now, folks, I'm going to talk to him about Idaho, and maybe you get to learn a little bit about Idaho, but we're going to talk to him specifically about what motivated him to run, why he's running, and what he hopes to accomplish, those sorts of questions. And with that, let me welcome my guest in. It's Mike Miller, candidate for the Idaho legislature. How are you doing, Mike?
Very good, very good. Thank you for having me on. I greatly appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, absolutely. So you are running for the legislature. Do you mind?
All right, so that's enough of that. Obviously, I'm not going to flood the entire video that I got here with with Colonel Wyatt's show. If you want to check more of his stuff out, all you got to do is punch in Chris Wyatt Africa into the YouTube browser, and you can find more videos that he does. But back to you, JoJo. So let's go back to the video that we started listening to. And real quick, yeah, I almost forgot why I even mentioned Chris Wyatt to begin with, because I told Chris what happened with little JoJo and Live 365, and he didn't hear the recording, even though I could have supplied it for him, but I don't think he would have wanted to hear that. And JoJo, here's somebody who's a true patriot who served this country for almost the majority of his life. The majority of his life has been in the military since he was in his teens, and stayed so long that they had to force him to retire. He says that it was a damn good thing you got kicked off of YouTube. He said, or not YouTube, but Live 365. He said it was a damn good thing you got kicked off. And this is coming from an anti-communist. Anyway, let's listen.
He's a lot of things, and that too.
Okay.
A fascist.
You wanting
the kind of
black people
Billy
out of the country?
Are,
that's fascist.
They want to control people like me. They want to control real Americans.
You're a disgrace to Americans.
They want to violate the constitutional rights of people like me.
I didn't violate anything.
People like me are loyal Americans. And we stand for the values of our flag. And those...
You know what else, Jojo? I'm just going to pause it right there. You know what else I stand by the standards of? Is how I can run my house. So, this is the kind of crap you're trying to say here, Jojo. I invite you over to dinner at my house. And you're a respected guest. But I have rules in my household too. And one of them is you don't say racial slurs. So if you were to come into my house and with your in this and in that and your jokes or whatever, I would ask you to stop. And you would, knowing you and the way you roll, you'd get mad about it and probably turn it up a notch and say it's more, and then I'd just kick your ass out of my house. Then you'd tell people don't go to Billy's house because he will violate your constitutional rights. You know what, you want to say that word in your house, that's your business. But I am dictator of my house. If I won't allow it, I won't allow it. And I am all about freedom of speech, but there are rules in my house. Just as there are rules on Live 365. I mean, I understand you had to pay the premium service, but still it's like with some places, the landlord has standards and rules you have to live by, even though you are paying them money to live there. And you break them, they have every legal right to throw your ass out. So, 365 does not allow racial bigotry. It doesn't matter if you're a paying customer. They don't want that crap on their station, because what can happen is, more people will complain, and they're paying customers, and they will tell them, either you kick him off this platform, or I'm gonna quit, and you'll never see any more of my money again. Whose money do you think is more important? Because this is going to be a bunch of people doing this, so they have to do what's best for business. And I had no problem turning in that MP3 file. I'm proud for doing it. I'm basically letting a house owner know that his guest is breaking the rules of his house. I mean, I don't agree with President Trump being kicked off of Twitter, but at the same time, I understand that still that was somebody else's house, and he was breaking the rules of their household. That is not violating your constitutional rights, and if you want to get a lawyer, then go for it. I mean, especially if you want to make a fool of yourself anyway, you go ahead and you get a lawyer. So yeah, that's how that works there, Jojo. When you're in somebody else's house, you got to follow the rules and respect that, or you ain't gonna be there. And other platforms are gonna be like that too there, Jojo. Let's listen a little bit further.
Constitutional rights guarantee us the freedom of speech. Speech and expression. And Billy Painter is a violator of that free speech.
Try me.
Because of his communistic ways.
You fucking idiot.
But I promise you people this. Me and Billy Painter, I declare war on this fucking redneck son of a bitch cocksucker.
Anytime.
Who's a fucking chocolato lover.
Racist
they're
piece
Americans
of shit.
too, of course. Definitely. But you see, I've already explained in videos what I think about those people. And if you go through all my videos, which is hundreds and hundreds of videos. Oh, by the way, Billy, come you can't do anything about me being on YouTube? How come you can't get me off the air on YouTube?
Well, you haven't said
How come you
the
can't
N-word
get
in
me
a
off the
hard
air on
R on
face crap?
YouTube yet.
And soon to be on TikTok
Okay.
and Instagram
Okay.
and all these other video platforms that I'm involved in. How come you can't do anything about that? Huh? You scumbag. Like I said,
Well, you're not using the N-word with a hard R on these social media platforms. If you did, your ass would be kicked off a long fucking time ago. Fucking retard. Yeah, that's a slur I'm not afraid to use. I just don't use it about actually handicapped people like you did about Texas Mike. No, I never, ever, ever use that word when it comes to actual handicapped people. But JoJo is guilty of doing that.
I said before in my other videos, just a minor inconvenience. I've been through lots of adversity in my life, being down from New York City, the greatest city in the world,
No one gives a shit.
that a faggot like Billy Painter could never survive in. He'd get fucked in the ass by the same people that he adores.
There he
Fucking
goes.
Lottos. They would fuck.
You fucking idiot, Joe. I've been to New York already. I really don't care to go back. I've been there with my family twice. And it was damn near 30 years ago. I was a teenager. I survived just fine. And crime was pretty high there, too. And I saw shit in New York that, like a man in the subway talking to the wall, telling it how it's going to burn in hell, and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. I mean, I saw the Twin Towers before they got struck down. So I've been to New York. I've had my experience. I ain't going back. I think that my best experience in New York was going to Madison Square Garden to watch the Knicks play. And that's when the NBA was good and a much tougher league. You have Patrick Ewing and Reggie Miller. Yeah, the New York Knicks played the Indiana Pacers. It was a great game. Had a great time. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, I've been to New York. How about you come to Idaho? Yeah, why don't you try that one there?
Fucking grab him because he looks like a penis head, and they would bitch slap him around and fuck him in the ass.
You love talking about that so much.
That's what they would do to fucking jerk off like him. I tell you, he is one ugly son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, I
I've
know.
never seen a guy so fucking ugly in my life.
Oh, well, I'll give you that. I am ugly.
Oh yeah, he's real ugly.
I know it.
This
Tell
light is killing my eyes.
Oh, so now you're gonna put on sunglasses.
So now it's time to go Hollywood.
Go Hollywood. Okay, I've seen enough.
Billy?
Of this. What?
You
What?
fuck with the wrong guy.
Ooh.
You're fucking with a New Yorker. And not just any New Yorker, but an old-time New Yorker.
Oh.
A guy that's got plenty of tricks up his fucking sleeve for a jerk-off like you. But here's the thing,
You
see?
got nothing.
If it was in-person, one-on-one, it'd be a different story. Because I annihilate this fucking redneck. And I teach him a fucking lesson. He'd be fucking going back to Idaho limping like an old fuck that he really is.
I highly doubt it.
This guy is a wannabe. He's a fake. He's a phony. He's trying to get famous off my name. Like a squirrel trying to get a nut in my...
Okay.
A squirrel trying to...
Well, if anybody's making anybody famous, you're making me famous because you cannot stop talking about me. And so when people come to your channel, who do they hear about? They hear about me. All right. I have heard enough of this one, though, but there is another video where, yeah, let's see here. So I'm just looking through the videos. There's one where he's okay, yeah, it's this one here. He is promising racial slurs. Listen to this shit.
The word, a matter of time, you know. But I already picked out the people I'm gonna work with and what I'm gonna do. You ain't gonna do fucking nothing about it. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. And I think in my first show, I think I'll talk about some niggas. That's what I think I'll do. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. And probably mention the word 100 times. Nig, 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 nig. Okay?
Well, Jojo, I'm going to wrap this up here because I've been going for about 25 minutes. But you're saying there's nothing I can do. I've already shut you down once. I'll do it again. I will do it again. I know where to go to do it. I know exactly, and I already know that of the next platform you plan on going to. And you're promising racial slurs, and I'm promising that I will be there to shut it down. Yes, I will be there to shut it down.
And you want to know something? There's not a damn thing you're going to be able to do about it.
Really?
Really?
Yep. I will be there to shut it down. That is a guarantee, because I know where to go. I'm already on top of the next platform you're going to be on there, Jojo. Yep. Oh, you're going to call me a terrorist too? Yeah, because you've already done that. Go ahead, call me a communist. Call me a terrorist. Go on with your gay jokes. You're just making yourself to be the ultimate fool. All right, like I said, don't forget to visit my website, outlawradioabs.com. I am Bad Billy, and I am fucking out of here.